Welcome to Direwolf20's 1.21.1 kitchen sink mod pack made by Feed the Beast. This is episode 16 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java. And in this episode, we're going to be making Direwolf20's book and figuring out where we're going to go from here. So, I've already made the goo and got the book. So, there's quite a lot of things in his mod that I'm interested in, but I don't actually know what they do, so I decided to make the book. So it tells us about the goos. The blaze goo. Void shimmer. It says void shimmer goo imbued with the mysterious energies of the end allows for the transformation of diamonds into celestigium. This goo tier enables the creation of materials with extraordinary properties such as enhanced energy storage and teleportation. And then the last goo is shadow pulse goo. At the pinnacle of goo research lies shadow pulse goo, capable of transforming netherite into eclipse alloy. This top tier goo enables the creation of supremely powerful items. Shadow pulse goo is crafted from the rarest and most powerful materials, offering unmatched capabilities in material transformation. So it talks about the resources. Machines. So there are actually machines. Let's see. Most machines in Just Dire Things have two variants, a simple and advanced version. Simple versions do not require power, but can generally only affect a block or entity directly in front of them. The player can control how quickly they operate with the speed tick button. Advanced forms of the blocks are much more powerful but require power to operate. They can generally affect a large area configurable in the UI and have filters to let the player control what is affected by them. In addition, they will automatically charge any forge energy items placed into them. Item Collector works like an advanced machine. Despite being made with tier 1 resources, it will vacuum up any item entities in the area of the effect and deposit them in the inventory it's attached to. You can filter which items are picked up in the GUI and increase the pickup speed if desired. Simple machines. Simple machines typically have the following controls. Redstone button. The redstone button controls whether the machine runs. By default, redstone is ignored, meaning the machine always runs. Low means the machine will only run when not receiving a redstone signal. High means the machine will only run when it's receiving a redstone signal. Finally, pulse will make the machine do a single operation per redstone pulse. For simple machines, this usually means doing one thing, like breaking one block. For advanced machines, it may mean breaking all the blocks in the area. Speed ticks button. This is how often the machine runs while active. When set to default 20, it will operate once every second, or 20 ticks. It can be reduced as far as 1, meaning it will operate every tick, or 20 times per second. But avoid doing this unless absolutely necessary, as this could cause lag. Advanced machines. Advanced machines typically have the same controls as simpler counterparts and several more. Area effect. Advanced machines can affect a large area, which can be visualized by clicking the Render Area button to see in world what area the block will affect. Using the RAD and off buttons will adjust where the area effect applies. RAD will affect the radius, increase the area being affected. RAD will affect the radius and increase the area being affected. Off will affect the block offset, moving the center of the area to a different position. Test using these buttons with render area active. Filters. Most advanced machines have a row of filter slots that allow you to filter what the machine affects. This might be items, blocks, or entities. You can drag from JEI to populate these, or click on them with an item stack in your hand while in the GUI. You can drag from JEI to populate these, or click them with an item stack in your hand while in the GUI. To filter entities, use either a spawn egg or a creature catcher. You can also toggle the allow versus deny list button. In allow mode, only items listed will be affected, while in deny mode, anything but the items listed will be affected. Compare NBT can be used to more specific filter in your filters. Sorry. let me reread that. Compare NBT can be used to more specific in your filters. I think that what that's supposed to say is NBT. Compare NBT can be used to make your filters more specific, as having to match enchantments or damage of a tool, or filter a certain color of sheep if using a creature catcher. Inventory holder. The inventory holder is essentially a super advanced armor stand. When placed in the world, it acts sort of like a chest. Simply right click to access the inventory. You'll notice it has a UI matching your player's inventory with slots for the hotbar, items, armor, and even your offhand. Initially, you can insert whatever you like into the inventory. Once an item is placed into the inventory, you can control right click it to save that item, including its stack size. By doing this, you've now applied a filter to that slot, ensuring that only items of that type can be fit there. If you want this filter to apply NBT filtering, toggle Compare NBT with the button on the top right. When you shift click into the inventory, the following logic will apply in this order. Attempt to find a matching filter and insert there. Attempt to insert into the same slot in the inventory as it was in the player's. For example, top right corner, top right corner. So what he's saying is, if in your inventory you have a shovel in the top right corner, then it will attempt to insert it into the top right corner of this inventory. So it like mirrors your inventory. Finally, insert as normal. Start with top left corner. If you toggle on filter items only via the button on the top right, items will not be allowed to be inserted into unfiltered slots. This means that if you attempt to put an item into a slot without a filter, it won't be allowed. If you toggle on compare stack sizes, the filtered slots will only accept up to their saved stack size. On the top left, there are buttons to control how pipes, hoppers, and etc. can interact with this machine. When filtered items only this enabled, it will only allow you to pipe into slots with a matching filter, and compare stack sizes works as above for insert. When extracting slots with a filter applied will be ignored, and compare stack sizes determines if extracting will try to match the filter stack size. The Show Fake Player button on the top left will toggle the rendered player above the block. Control Shift clicking one of the hotbar slots in the UI will place a red border around that slot. This determines which inventory slot is rendered in the fake player's main hand. This is purely cosmetic. Towards the bottom of the UI is a Pull Items and Push Items button. Push Items will attempt to insert all the items in your inventory into the block and match their filtered slots you've defined. Note the filtered items only and compare stack sizes button on the top right of the UI are respected when you push. Pull Inventory will pull items out of the block and place them in your inventory. The swap inventory button attempts to swap each inventory slot in your player's inventory with the matching inventory slots in the block's inventory. It is recommended to do this with minimal filtering, otherwise items won't be able to be switched over. However, you are welcome to configure this in any way you'd like. Feel free to experiment with different options. Okay. Experience holder. The experience holder does what it says on the tin. It holds your experience. In the UI, you'll see the current level stored, represented by the green number, and the partial level stored, represented by the green bar. Clicking the plus or minus buttons will transfer one level from you, the player, to the block. Hold shift while clicking these buttons to transfer 10 levels at a time, and hold control while clicking to transfer all your all your levels at once. You'll notice this has an area effect on it, which serves two purposes. First of which is automating nearby players' experience levels. Using the number button to the left of the minus button, set the desired amount of experience a player inside the area effect should have. Then use the redstone control button to determine when this occurs, either by pulse or by default, or always. I wonder if you could like set it to like a pressure plate, and then you could just like put a pressure plate in front of an enchantment table. So like every time you step up to the enchantment table, it gives you like 30 levels. The machine will use the speed. Alright, then use the redstone control button to determine whether this occurs either on pulse by default or always. The machine will use the speed ticks to attempt to modify nearby players' levels every so often. The machine will add or remove levels to the player as needed to get that player's level at the target. Assuming, of course, there's enough experience stored in the machine to raise them that high. Toggle the owner only button to ensure this only gives experience to the player who originally placed the block. Use this to automatically store experience when you return to your base by setting it to 0, or keep your experience always at 30 while enchanting at an enchanting table. Every time you enchant something, this machine can automatically top you off exactly to level 30. Wow, that's uber. In addition, there is a collect experience button which will attempt to find experience orbs inside the area effect. When this is enabled, it will absorb any experience orbs nearby and store them. This feature ignores the redstone state of the block and either runs or not based on the button setting. The block is a fluid tank as well and can transfer experience points into XP fluid at a rate of 20 millibuckets per one experience point. You can interact with this block using either a bucket or a fluid canister. It's also possible to extract or insert fluid using pipes and or lasero, etc. The block will retain its experience when broken, so no worries if you need to relocate it. We are totally making this. This is awesome. I want to make this. Okay, so we want the experience holder. Let's see if we can find it. Got it. Alright, so we're going to need 1 ender pearl, 2 books, an emerald. Oh. My emeralds. 1 emerald. 2 books. Man, books are premium in this playthrough. they really are. Okay, so 1 emerald, and then what was the rest of it? 1 ender pearl, or 3 whole ender pearls. And then 3 of these guys. Oh, that was not 3. Alright. So let's make this. I wonder if I don't think it requires energy, probably. But we have a lot of experience on us, so should probably do this. So So this is what? This is where we'll be standing if we're in front of the enchantment table. So -674. Okay. Thought this was our XYZ. Okay, so we want our target level to be 30, right? Okay, so we'll store all the experience in there. Owner only. Ignored. Ignored. Okay. We gotta go look up this rad thing, because then we'll go back to it. Okay, so it gave it to me. But it's not taking it away. I'm not really understanding. So we could put it in there. So you could have partial levels in there. That's this bar. Okay, it says that right here. Partial levels stored represented by the green bar. Clicking the plus or minus buttons will transfer one level from you, the player, to the block. Hold shift. Automate nearby experience levels. Using the number button to the left of the minus button. Set the desired amount. Alright, we already did that. Then use a redstone button to determine when this occurs. Either by pulse or by default. Use this to automatically store experience when you return from your base by setting it to 0. So if I had this set to 0, it would just automatically. So we have to hook this all up to redstone if we want to automate it. All right, cool. Okay, so next. What's next? Simple block breaker so you can make cobblestone generation. It uses a tool. Simple block breaker uses a tool such as pickaxe or shovel to break the block it's facing. It cannot operate without a tool and will damage the tool or consume power whenever a block is broken, just like what would happen if a player was using it. Okay. Advanced block breaker. The advanced block breaker is an upgraded version of the simple block breaker. Can break blocks in a much larger area. Details of each feature of the UI follow. Filter block versus filter item. The filter selection allows you to specify what blocks to break. The filter block mode. This will let you specify which blocks to break. For example, if you place a cobblestone there, it will only break cobblestone blocks. In filter items mode, it specifies which item drops to allow. For example, if you place cobblestone in there, it can break either stone or cobblestone. Since breaking stone will drop cobblestone unless the pick has silk touch. The direction button lets you specify which block to break from. Normally this doesn't matter, but if your tool has a hammer-like ability, it lets you specify which side of the block you're hitting when you break it, so you can control the hammer's direction. Okay. Block placer. Advanced block placer. Simple clicker. The simple clicker simulates a right click or a left click or even holding click actions. It is usable for automating interactions like clicking buttons or attacking mobs. The UI is complex, so let's detail it in the following pages. I'm not going to go over this, but okay, so we can get it automated if we don't feel like killing blazes. Okay, cool. And then the advanced clicker, simple sensor, detects blocks or entities in its area effect. Okay, and it gives us signal. Advanced sensor is upgraded. Can detect how many matches exist in the targeted area. So you can be like, don't activate unless there's like at least 15 entities. These are all pretty self-explanatory, like the fluid placer and stuff. And the collector. Player accessor. Player accessor is a neat utility block that facilitates direct interaction with players' inventory. It allows external systems like hoppers or pipes to insert or extract items directly from a player's inventory, effectively bridging the gap between the player and automated storage solutions. Okay. Paradox machine. Paradox machine is the next evolution of time manipulation technology. It allows you to take a snapshot of an area of the world, recording the entities and blocks that exist at that moment you click the button. This machine can rewind time to the point where those things existed. First, place the machine in the world and designate an area of effect like most advanced machines. Second, place any block, raw ores only, or entities into the area effect that you'd like to save. Finally, click the snapshot button in the machine's UI. Now the machine will need a significant amount of both power and time fluid. After clearing the area of blocks or entities activating the machine, the blocks and entities you cleared will be restored. So it's like if you get Uber enough, you can cheat. Okay, cool. Alright, next is a What? Oh, so we got the generators, and then the collectors, and then the placers. Okay. Alright. Let's look at the items. Because there was like quite a lot of items, right? We already know about the fuel canister. Pocket generator just produces power on your person. Wrench. Totem of Death Recall. Totem of Death Recall provides a second chance after a fatal mistake. Keep it in your inventory. Will automatically activate on death, binding itself to the position you died at. Hold right click to activate the totem to teleport back to your death point. The totem is consumed upon use. That could be useful. Blaze Jet Wand. Blaze Jet Wand is a great way to get around. It comes with airburst ability built in. Activate this ability using right click or customize it in the tool settings to blast you in the direction you're facing. Higher tiers of this wand allow you to go even further, which you can configure with a slider in the tool settings screen. While holding this in your hand, you won't take any fall damage, but ensure it's in your hand. This tool comes with the lava repair ability, so drop it in a lava source block to repair it. Alright, let's try that. That sounds cool. We could probably put unbreaking on it. But let's go outside and try it. It's not dark. It looks dark. Okay. Well, let's try it. Oh, okay. You gotta point in the direction that you want to go. Jinkies. Alright. Well, it loses durability pretty fast. So we need to put unbreaking on it. At least. Alright. Let's go see about unbreaking. That's a pretty useful tool. We can use that in the end when we fight the end dragon to get up on the little pedestal thingies. I don't think we have enough emeralds to buy unbreaking. Yeah. We don't. It's okay. That's okay. We're not going to be using it right this very second anyway, so I'll get around to that. Alright, let's look at these other items. Advancing from the Blaze Jet Wand, the Void Shift Wand utilizes dimensional energies for more complex operations. The new Void Shift ability lets you teleport wherever you're looking up to a certain distance. Okay. So it's an upgrade to the Blaze Jet. Creature Catcher, what's that? The Creature Catcher is an innovative tool for capturing and releasing entities. Simply throw it at an entity to capture it, and toss it again to release the captured entity. It's a Pokeball. You can also use it in some filters to filter very specific types of entities, such as only filtering blue sheep. Huh. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's make one of those. That's neat. Alright. We're gonna go try it on Sir Wolfie. I'm sure he won't mind. Okay, it's not working. Why is it not working? Throw it at an entity to capture it, and toss it again to release the captured entity. Oh, okay. We weren't actually throwing it at him. Well, that's pretty slick. Alright. Cool. That's neat. The Time Wand is a portable way to take advantage of the time-altering abilities of time crystals. Do note, to use this wand, you'll need to charge it with both forge energy and fluid. And time fluid. Simply right-click on any block that ticks. This includes machines like furnaces and crops like wheat. At first, it will cause the block to run twice as fast. Click again to double it to 4 times and 8 times, all the way up to 256 times. Each acceleration will consume both forge energy and time fluid based on how fast the speed is. This speed increase will last for 30 seconds. Well, that's neat. Where do you get a time crystal from, I wonder? How do I make that? Okay, we don't know. Alright. Well, now what? Fluid canister, so you can store fluid. There's 2 different types. Oh, this is a potion canister. Oh, that's a typo. They're both labeled fluid canisters. Oh, no, it is. It's potion. Okay. Potion canister can be right-clicked to open UI, where you can insert potion bottles. These will fill the canister's internal fluid holder. This canister can be slotted into bows, and the potion effect will apply to the arrows you shoot. Ensure that the bow has the appropriate upgrades installed to take advantage of this canister. Ensure that the canister is slotted into the appropriate slot within the bow's tool settings. That's cool. Alright. That's neat. I didn't know that you could do that. Fluid canister can hold 8 buckets of fluid. So that's portable tank. Portal gun. Portal gun is a revolutionary device that enables the creation of portals. Left click to fire a projectile, creating a blue portal, and then right click for an orange portal. Step through one to emerge from the other. Applicable to both players and items. Oh, I don't think we have enough blaze gold for that, because I want to make that. That sounds neat. We have 1 left. And we don't have a whole lot of ender pearls yet, so. So I might have to do some gold blocks. Yeah, we only have 3. We'll have to wait for it to finish. Right, this stuff needs to be cleaned with a enrichment chamber. So we need to make one of these. So we need 1 steel casing. So 4 steel, 4 glass, and osmium. An osmium. 4 steel. Is that steel? No. No. Oh. Did we ever finish that steel we were working on? Yeah. Okay. Let's melt that up. Glass. We need 2 of these. Four redstone. 2 iron. Enrichment chamber. So now, when we put this in there, it should produce another scrap. So what I did is I ground the debris that I mined up from the nether. There's our nether scrap. Also, I wanted to show you guys this. So the smelter, I put speed upgrades and energy upgrades into it. So there's 2 each. This makes it more conservative on energy. This speeds it up. I don't actually know what that is. Oh, it's that. Oops. Okay. Oops. I made sand because we were low on glass. Man, gold is a premium, I'll tell you. Wonder if there's a void dimension or a mining dimension. Mining dimension would be good. I don't like setting up the digital miner in the regular world because it produces little holes everywhere, which is annoying. What? You chose the sand to go first? Seriously? We're standing here like waiting for it and it's like, nope, you gotta wait. And I'm like, no. No. So we need to get a barrel for alchemy and make a fluid block thing. So I wanted to show you guys the blaze spawner thing that I set up. Because I forgot to yesterday and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, we just got so busy. This is the blaze spawner. It hurts them, see, before they get here, and then you can just whack them. See that? Easy peasy. See that? And there's a hopper set up under here, and it just puts the stuff in here. So, and we have looting on our sword, so we get extra blaze rods for our effort, which is cool. So Dire Things has some really cool stuff, you know? It does, it does. We can add other spawners to this, I think, maybe. We can add one on the top right there. Maybe. But. Let's go see if our smelting's done. Enough to... So it required... One, two, three, 4, 5. So we're gonna make a portal gun. And then of course we've got to charge it. So here and here. Shoot. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Left click to fire a projectile, creating a blue portal, and right click for an orange portal. Blue portal, orange portal? That's green. Uh-oh. Blue portal. Okay, that's interesting. You can go back and forth between them. So, left portal. Whoa. Dude, that's cool. Okay, that can have uses. That's pretty neat. I mean, it uses a bit of charge, but... Oh, we put it in the wrong one. Charge my portal gun. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if you can put, like, unbreaking on it. No. But still, that's really cool, right? Okay. I'm sure we can come up with some fun stuff to do with that. Let's see what else we're at. The Eclipse Gate wand represents a pinnacle of magical tool development featuring unparalleled powers. In addition to the Void Shift wand abilities, you can activate the Eclipse Gate ability simply right-clicking on a block, and all blocks around and behind it will disappear temporarily. After a few moments, the original blocks will return as they were. Block entities like chests are not affected. The settings screen lets you adjust the range of the ability. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. That's weird. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm just stupid and I have no idea how I'd do that. Advanced Portal Gun. The Advanced Portal Gun enhances the functionality of the standard portal gun by adding a favorites menu. Activate the menu with the default V key. In the menu you can add locations, allowing you to save the position where your player is standing. Fire a projectile that opens a portal to the saved location from anywhere. You can hold multiple favorites, edit their names, and remove them as needed. Additionally, you can toggle the Stay Open option to control whether the menu stays open or requires you to hold the hotkey. You must fill the gun with portal fluid by right-clicking it on a source block or using a fluid canister. Well, that's neat. Okay, I like Dire Things. Armor needs a little work, but... and the weapons probably, but it's really good. I don't know. This weapon is 7. I don't know what these are. It doesn't say, but yeah, that's pretty neat. So this enrichment chamber is going to be nice. I'm going to be able to use that for stuff, so it's cool. You know, we're actually not going to have enough to warrant having it in a storage drawer. Let's just stick it, I don't know, just leave it in there, I guess. That's so cool. I don't even have the gun equipped anymore. So the portals are permanent. That's neat. So, when we were in the Nether, we found a Nether map. So, it points us to a fortress. So, I left a little waystone in the Nether. So, we're probably going to be heading back there. I got full, so I had to come back. So we got a zombified piglin, and we got 2 magma cubes. But anyway, so that's going to be the episode for today, guys. We just read through the book, and you know, we made a portal gun and we made a really cool block that allows us to teleport all over the place. So, did we actually, well, not teleport, but fly? Did we ascertain if this can have unbreaking? I don't know. I don't think it can. Oh. Well, anyway. I enjoyed having you all along, and I hope you had a good time. I know it's kind of short, but... So, I hope you guys are having a really nice fall holiday season, and y'all take care, okay? Toodles!